Golfers, let's get to the magic move. This position that the best players in the world get to, that I want you to understand so you can hit your best shots and have your most fun playing golf. So I've got the Educator on the golf club. In fact, when you put it on lightly, just put it on lightly and you can hold it up, but also it allows you to kind of move it around a little bit because obviously your grip kind of expands toward the grip cap. This is designed in such a way when it's on light, you can actually rotate it a little bit. So what I want you to do, let's get some reference for a target off in the distance. I like the Tour Striker toolbox for my T-square and my reference for target. Now, what we're going to learn, and this is just measured by, this is data, this is Gears 3D data of what the best players do, and I want you to be able to do it too. I'm going to get organized to a golf ball where the golf ball is just left of center in my flary feet. Now, as I'm in my forward flex, this golf club, this is a very problematic position where the face is pointed well north of horizon. Horizon's just parallel to the ground. The best players have this club face tipped a little bit down, just a little. So what we're going to do is let our lead wrist comfortably hang flat, no cuppy and no excessive bow, and we're going to grip the golf club. And here's what I love about the Educator. This dimension is designed for you to get your hands on. That 3/4 of an inch is where your pinky finger will wrap around the grip, and that's where the heel pad will be at the end of the golf club, but your pinky finger will be down the grip a little bit, as a good grip should be. So when you get set up, let that face tip just a tiny bit on just before it gets to 12 o'clock. So there's 11:58 on the clock, not 12, 11:58. Get that sense of the Educator on your forearm. Then go ahead and tighten it onto the grip so it stays nice and snug. You want that snug. Now, we are in a position to really hit and learn some good things. So I'm going to set up to this shot, and the reason this is critical, at address you can see I have some gap between my lead arm and the Educator. And somewhere during this backswing, I'm going to let the Educator glide into a position where it's now touching on my forearm with a face in a strong position. That pivot will now deliver into the back of a golf ball. So getting started with this is going to look like this. This is an exercise Nick Faldo made famous in the late 80s when he was winning his majors. So we'll get set. We'll get our hands just opposing our trail thigh. We have the Educator pressed against the forearm. This is where we're going to learn how to pivot our lead shoulder down. The club face is in a great spot to hit the golf ball. So after one of those pumps, let's do it again. Feel what this is like, how we transport this. And notice the shadow of my golf club on the ground is perfect. The sun's my friend right now. The club is a little bit behind my hands. It's very problematic when the club head is out here because now all we can do is be steep and cut across it. So get organized, aim the face, a waggle. I can actually feel the Educator tap my forearm when I do that. Let's get set to the ball. Put it in position. Now we're going to rotate lead shoulder down and hit a crispy shot downrange. This exercise is all about having certainty that your wrist conditions and hands can transmit power and a square face to the back of the ball. So you can get easy transfer of power. Not a wipey fade, not a scoopy flip, nothing chunky, a guaranteed beautiful strike. When you get started with this, you can take a tee. For the uninitiated, just tee up a few of these golf balls. Get a tee organized. When you get better at it, what you'll do is take it right off the ground like I did. We're going to tee it up. Same exercise. Put your good left hand or lead hand on there. Pinky fingers go right up to the clamp. Aim the face, take a look, settle in those feet, take another look. Hands are going to be hinged and opposing that trail thigh. So I'm in a place where that club face is down just a little bit. So let's do it again. We'll stop. We have certainty. Here's a left shoulder that's working down. There's another very, very good strike, baby draw down my target line. So this is developing reliable delivery and reliable strikes. You can notice that it's an economy of motion. There's not a lot of craziness going on. because whatever you wind up, you have to unwind. And if you wind up chaos, it's hard to be reliable when you unwind that back to a golf ball. So this set of Faldo exercises, get set, right thigh, and some people will try to reach too far when they do this. We don't have to do that. This is a delivery position. We're just starting in delivery, and we're going to add some energy to this, and then we're going to let this work its way down. And watch how this educator starts to swivel outward into a golf ball. There's my in to out. I don't have to physically try to swing inside out. That's a problem everybody makes. They forget that a bit of body rotation and a bit of this swivel of the lead arm, once it's in a functional spot, is what takes this golf club, delivers forward lean and an in to out strike for great shots. So let's hit one more of those. This exercise is really where the rubber meets the road. We can get set, aim the face, take a look, put in that position, give it a sense of how we get this club back in front, how it swivels out to a golf ball. And then instead of starting in front of the trail thigh, my right thigh, let's go ahead and see if we can develop a swing that has the same lovely strike, but let's do it as though we're in the golfing position, and let's get the same delivery. And there's a lovely strike down my target line. So golfers, I can't express how important this simple, relatively simple looking move is for your success hitting great shots. You need the certainty of wrist conditions, not the chaos and elbows separating, a bunch of things that they're elusive and they don't work time in, time out. This behavior of learning how to get your hands organized, getting in this proven 3D measured delivery position, and letting this rotate and swivel onto a golf ball is what's going to provide that crisp, reliable ball flight that is so happy, so fun to do when you play golf. So this little exercise is going to help you a ton.